Hi everyone. This is going to be a short video to explain complex sentences. How are they formed? Let's start. We know that an independent clause stands all alone, expressing a complete thought. An independent clause is a simple sentence. But sometimes a word can come along called a subordinator. The subordinator can weaken an independent clause so that it isn't expressing a complete thought anymore. It creates a dependent clause, and this weaker clause is not a complete idea. It's a dependent clause. It is dependent on another clause to express a complete thought. A dependent clause has a subject and predicate, but it is not a sentence all by itself. When you read a dependent clause, it leaves you hanging. You know you need more information in order to understand the full idea. Let's take a look at a few. Here's an independent clause. It rained all afternoon. It sounds complete. It has a subject. It has a predicate. It rained all afternoon, period. That is a simple sentence, an independent clause. But let's add a subordinator to turn it into a dependent clause. There are lots of subordinators. How about if I pick after? After it rained all afternoon, what? I put a comma at the end of that because I need more information to get a complete idea. It doesn't stand alone anymore. It leaves you wanting to know what happened after it rained. When you have a dependent clause, it needs an independent clause to go with it, to give it the strength it needs to express a complete thought. Here we have our dependent clause, all after it rained all afternoon. If I add, we decided to go to the movies, an independent clause, there we go. I suddenly have a complete thought. After it rained all afternoon, we decided to go to the movies. Each clause has a subject and a predicate that I've marked here, but together they are the ones that form something new. All right, let's go to the subordinators. Lots of subordinators. After it rained all afternoon, before it rained all afternoon, while it rained all afternoon, since it rained all afternoon. Each one of these is a dependent clause because it has a subject and a predicate, but it doesn't express a complete idea. Each dependent clause needs the help of an independent clause to express a complete thought. After it rained all afternoon, the sun came out. The sun came out is the independent part. It could stand all on its own, but along with the dependent clause, it gives me a complete idea. Before it rained all afternoon, we had planned to go swimming. While it rained all afternoon, we played Monopoly in the den. Since it rained all afternoon, we decided to cancel our picnic. An independent clause joined with a dependent clause creates a complex sentence. Both of those have to be in the sentence for it to be complex. So now move on to video number 2 that I've attached to the classroom page to practice finding the dependent clause in some practice sentences. Okay? See you in a minute.